Willkommen zurück zu The Outer Worlds. Mal Lauf. Nichts Ungewöhnliches hier. Uff. Ui. Was ist denn dort? Ja. Was haben wir denn hier? Eine Schaufel. Suche Owens Leiche. Was ist denn hier? Weg mit euch. Na komm. Ihr ekelhaften Viecher. Haut ab. Dem Vieh. Okay. Nee, hier bin ich falsch.
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for...
Ja. Bin ich jetzt richtig? Dahin.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all.
Mahlzeit zu schaffen gemacht hast.
Tampering? No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
Es ist mir auf die Sprünge.
That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant.
Okay. Oh, für einen angeblichen guten Schauspieler bist du ein guter
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a breach of my... No, I can't keep doing this. You've caught me. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Ah, du hast also gelogen über die Vergiftung?
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Aha, du scheinst mir ein richtiger Toxologie zu sein.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
Okay, na gut, meinetwegen. Diesmal kannst du zwischen uns bleiben. Sieh mir die Wahrheit über das, was passiert ist.
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it.
What floor would you like to visit?
Nämlich in die
Next up,
Penthouse Suite.
the finest seat in the house.
Vermutung, das stecken mehrere drin.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
In ihrem Büro
Halcyon
ermordet.
Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Wer auch immer es war, hat den Stachel verwendet.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
War sie dir wichtig?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Genug geredet. Finde heraus, wer das war.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
Oh, mehr bleibt nicht über. Der Mann mit Ecken und Kanten. Ah, ist okay. Okay. Tote Setzlinge. Alles klar.
Inspector. Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Die Giftmischer war niemand anderes als uns. Ehemalige Hotelbarge? Nein. Die Tat gestanden.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Okay. Alles klar. Wo müssen wir hin? Aktionsauftrag. Herr der Plage. Die Derz vergiftet. Gut, gucken wir uns das mal an. Muss aber noch ein bisschen nachdenken. Okay. Wer könnte es gewesen sein? Habe ich noch Spektrum-Wodka dabei? Hier ist noch Wodka. Wodka. So. Da komme ich von hier vorne rein. Hier komme ich aber rein.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
I thought that was a real good effort. Keep at it.
Zeichne, du hast dich dem geringsten blamiert.
No jest? Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
Okay. Ich glaube nicht, dass du schon mal einen Praktikanten getroffen hast.
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect. Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me.
Okay.
Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else.
Alles klar, viel Glück damit.
I get the feeling you don't think I can do it. That's okay. Trying to improve the system from within isn't the most glamorous thing, but I think it's worth the effort.
Klar.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Alles klar.
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001. Who?
Okay.
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the canids of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
Ist klar, so ist das Showbiz.
I suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Was denn noch?
Back again, eh? I knew you couldn't resist my charms for long.
Bist so
Let me know if there's
unsympathisch.
anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time. What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help.
Okay. So ziemlich ungeschoren davon gekommen.
Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards.
Ente.
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you? The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards.
Okay.
Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up.
Du solltest wirklich einfach auspacken.
But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here.
Okay. Hier spricht Ben. Na, dann gucken wir hier drüben mal rein. Jetzt sind wir hier.
This
Analysieren.
console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading, console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Okay, Rückstände.
Please stop tasting things, Captain.
Substance
Analysieren.
contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Methode untersuchen. Gespräch verlassen. Gut. Dahin und wir können dahin. Wir gehen erstmal dahin. Was haben wir denn hier noch?
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Die chemische
Chemical
Analyse.
makeup of substance, 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Alles klar. Okay. Die Praktikantin. Da hinten müsste sie sein. Ja, für den ganzen Aufwand hier nochmal Erfahrungspunkte. Oh, bin falsch gelaufen. Naja, egal. Du Wahnsinnige, echt.
They got a hedge maze? Captain, we gotta.
Nein. Könnt ihr in eurer Freizeit machen. Ist hier drin? Ja, hier war das kaputte Ding. Die Praktikantin. Ah. Rennen hier rum wie so ein Wilder. Dann fragen wir nochmal die Praktikantin.
Back again, eh? I knew you couldn't resist my charms for long. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
I don't know if I believe her, but she's really trying her best.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings.
Alles klar. Du hast die Getränke umgekippt? Bevor oder nachdem du...
How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity's low. I wanted to take the initiative to try and make it faster.
Okay.
Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me. Law's alive. I really did think I was doing good by the orchards, but with all that you've told me, it sounds like I've done much more harm. I know it's a lot to ask, but is there a chance you could vouch for me to my boss? It might not seem like it, but I've been trying to take the initiative. I really do want to help.
Es kann nicht schaden zu versuchen, Dinge besser zu machen. Ich rede mit deinem Boss. Ach ja.
Wow, thank you so much. You do this for me and I'll make sure to do whatever I can to make things better.
Good on you, Cap. A little kindness goes a long way in this colony.
Alles klar. Jetzt gehen wir zu einem Captain hier.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Ja. Ich habe die Ermittlung abgeschlossen.
All right. Let's hear the details.
Jemand hat ein Getränk über die Verarbeitungskonsole gegossen.
A drink? I ain't ever heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Dinger wurde
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please, We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
Ich habe mich die weggewohnte Gemeinde gekümmert.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
Musst dir keine Sorgen machen. Slug versucht, sich sein Lebenszeit einzumischen. Was? Musst dir Sorgen. Was?
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually. But if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Okay, gibt es einen Weg, die manuell zu initialisieren?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
Für all die Pannen Anna Summers hat keine Probleme verursacht, aber es ist nicht absichtlich.
Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur. I'll deal with her later. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Überzeugen. Das hat die braune Enthüllung.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job.
Fähig zu sein. Sie hat überzeugende Eindruck gemacht. Genau, das machen wir.
Even if I were inclined to believe you, that's some damn severe incompetence you're talking about. I still wouldn't want someone like that working the orchards.
Ich könnte ja danach vernutzen.
What the hell are you proposing? Let her burn the orchards down while I stand behind her and applaud? We ain't got nothing to exchange.
Leisten unter deiner Führung.
She wants to help, does she? You know what? I'll call your bluff. She can keep at it with close supervision, but if she screws up even once, she's out. Here's your pay, with a little extra for getting to the bottom of things. It's gonna be real interesting in the orchards for the foreseeable future. Thanks, I guess.
Yay, schon wieder Geld. Gut. Jetzt haben wir noch... Das gucken wir uns jetzt nochmal schnell an. Das war doch hier ganz in der Nähe. Genau. Gucken wir mal, ob wir genug diese komische Waffe haben. Ja. Oh. Ein paar Minuten haben wir noch. Ein paar Minuten haben wir noch. Zack, zack. Genusskiosk. Ach du Scheiße. Oh, die ist so gruselig. Okay. Nehmen wir alles mit. So, zum Genusskiosk. Der liebsten gerne mal eine Kugel durch den Kopf jagen.
You're back!
Boah.
We just got a new shipment of Rizzo's mock apple cider. It's hard. Wait, was that the slogan? Never mind. Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Okay, kannst du mir was über die Orts geben? Das Spektrum liefern.
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
Okay, handeln. Was hast du denn Schönes anzubieten? Okay. Kaufen wir. Ja, alles kaufen. Jetzt können wir den verkaufen. Gut. Gut. Was ist das? Ende des Spektrums. Was müssen wir denn noch machen? Sammle alle Dinge. Blue, Indigo, nicht den ganzen Krempel. Du hast 2, 4, 5. Blue, Indigo, Velvet. Mir fehlt. Habe ich. Die drei fehlen mir noch. Blue, Indigo und Velvet. Na denn? Gucken wir mal. So, Freunde. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal. Ciao.